Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to everybody. Has everybody read the minutes? And this regular meeting and special meeting, any changes? Can I have a motion?
I motion to accept them.
Okay, Becky made the motion. Sure. Rick seconded. All in favor? Unanimous. Claims. What was the special detail police? Was that the 50-year parade?
No, that was a special detail contract they did with Hobbs Security.
Okay.
So they finally paid their invoice, and then I was able to
Okay.
pay the
All right.
detail.
Approval claims, special detail police payroll, Sturgill correction pay, and the payroll as presented.
I motion to approve it.
Becky made the motion to approve. Second. Rick seconded. All in favor? Approved. We got a bunch of them tonight. Hope we don't get careful too. Yes, we do. Bye. New Mercies update, Rosemary. Yeah.
First of all, I'd like to thank you for the use of the building. It's greatly appreciated. I don't know where we'd go if we didn't have it. I handed you out papers that just kind of shows the two missions that we have at New Mercies. It's the meals, that's what we started out doing. And then we took over the paper pantry in February of 2022, February of 2022. And I didn't go all the way back for those numbers, but for the meals in 2024, we had a total of 3,752 meals that we served, and we were closed for 2 weeks in August of 2024, and that's because we had this bug problem. And so we have that eradicated, and we continue to have Caldwell to come every month and spray, and we take care of those expenses. So, and that's been really good to be on top of it. We thought we could do it ourselves, but it just got overwhelmed. So we were closed for 2 weeks in 2024. But in 2025 to date, In 2024, we served 3,752 meals. This year, we've already served 3,325 meals, so we are going to surpass that. But we're in good shape. We get a lot of food donations. In fact, the junior leaders at the 4-H fair this year had a stuff the trailer
Oh,
campaign, and all of that they collected was food, canned goods and things like that. Plus, they took up money donations. And so the junior leader and I, we went to Kroger's and bought a lot of meats and things like that with the money they collected. So we're good there. But here we are then with the paper pantry. I remember when we took it over in February of 2022, we handed out a total of 35 bags. And now here we are, 2024, we handed out 2,190 bags. And so far this year, we've handed out 1,747. So we're going to surpass that too. And I don't know, it's clear for me, but it might be as clear as mud for you guys, these other two papers that I handed out. I just keep a tally of the expenses of the paper pantry because we do spend so much money. And in 2024, we'll just go on 2025. It shows each month, the month, and what the bag is valued, because each month they get a different item in their bag. We call the basic 4. They get that every month. 4 rolls of toilet paper, 4 trash bags, a roll of paper towels, and a box of tissues. They get that every month. And I put that value at $8. And then, excuse me, in January, you see, I spent $937.26, and we handed out 219 bags. And the value of that bag totaled $1,752. So then I just kept a year tally. Last month in August, we handed out the basic 4, I call it, and then hand soap and dish soap. But last month, I had 2 churches in the community that did a toilet paper drive. And they collected over 1,000 rolls of toilet paper. So I didn't have to buy toilet paper. So that's why the expense was down in August. So I was real happy with that. But the total so far that we've spent this year is $8,996.63. But we've had a cookout at IGA where we split the funds there. St. Michael's had, and I want to get this right, a Lenten alms where they took up a collection, and it was over almost $4,000, and it got split up between the kitchen and the paper pantry. And Chris Smith funds, they and I guess you talked to someone from Duke Energy, and they contacted me, so we're working on getting a grant together for that. But we deeply, deeply appreciate the use of the building. Are there any questions?
we appreciate what you do.
Thank you.
Do we do the lease now, or?
Can we go ahead and skip to that, Andy? Is that fine? Okay.
You know where you hit it?
It's number 12 on your agenda, so it's near the bottom.
Right. There it is.
Okay. All right. Does anyone have any questions about the lease?
It's the same as it was last year, 1-year lease for $1.
Anybody want to make a motion?
I make a motion.
I'll second it.
Rick made a motion to approve the lease. Becky seconded it. All in favor?
You might be on.
Thank you for what you do.
I say yours right now.
Oh,
Sorry.
all right.
Yep.
I get, am easily confused.
Here, you got paper.
I'll just stop you. Paper copy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Brookville County Youth Football request.
Brick County Football contacted me. They're having some issue up there with some kids and some stuff going on. And they
Vandalism.
yeah, so to speak, and some other disgusting stuff, but they ask if they would buy and install cameras up there, if they would be allowed to connect to our Wi-Fi and run them off of that, and they would give us access to the cameras as well. I told them I'd ask. I mean, it's
That's fine with me. Anybody got any questions or issues?
Okay.
Okay, can I have a motion?
I motion to allow them to place cameras there.
Okay, motion's been made to allow youth football to use our Wi-Fi for the cameras. I second that. Rick seconded, all in favor. Thank you, Rocky. FC and bank request.
So FCM Bank wanted to use some parking spots along Progress Street again this year for their health bus. It's October 21st to the 23rd. And I believe he had already cleared the dates with Rocky. So they just want approval from council to utilize those spaces.
We do that every year.
Mhm.
I motion to allow them to use the place.
Becky made the motion to allow FCN to use those spots.
Second that.
Rick seconded, all in favor. American Legion request.
So we received a letter from American Legion. They are working on a Veterans Memorial. I'm not really sure of the place or location of it. They're just seeking donations, I think, at this point. So I know that Faith Jones is the one that sent this letter. She's the vice commander. So I don't know if you guys want more information from her, exactly where this will be placed and what kind of, donation they're looking for.
I personally would like that. I don't know about anybody else.
Okay.
What are they gonna do? Want donations for a Veterans Memorial, but they didn't have a location or what kind of donations they were looking for. So Gina suggested getting more answers from,
More information.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or
So,
maybe ask her to come to a meeting sometime to talk
Yeah,
about
that'd
it. Would that be okay?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I didn't see in the letter where it says where or what exactly. It just says every donation, whether large or small, brings
do
it closer.
we need a motion to table that or? Just
Yeah, because they made a formal request, I'd motion to table.
I make the motion to table that.
All right.
Second that.
Becky made the motion to table, Rick seconded, all in favor. Parsons Service Street closure request.
Rocky, you wanna take this one?
last week I was contacted by this Parsons. What they do is they put up the lights and stuff. And on the bridge there by the sewer plant, they're wanting, I guess they're gonna resurface that. It was supposed to be done this spring, but it's got pushed off. So now they're wanting to set up lights, and the original plans was just to shut down,
52.
well,
All
yeah,
the streets there, High Street.
High Street. And then they said that state or someone else had looked at it too, and they recommended to shut down Harrison Avenue as well. So that's where they're at with that. Because if not, I think they would have to set it up for making it like a three-way stop area there. And you know how long it takes for this one light to go off, let on three.
You can still access that if
You-
you
yeah.
turn by.
Go down First
By
Street.
Napa
you'll be
there.
able- Yeah, yeah, and you'll still be able to access coming up either Harrison Avenue but there will be no access to get off that way or back in.
That won't affect Pepsi or nothing like that.
No.
They'd be able to get out.
Yeah,
on
well,
52 there.
Yeah, yeah, the only ones where you'll, would be the R&R cells, the hair salon, the animal place.
But there'd still be access from the other end.
Yeah, you go
coming
down
up to it.
First Street and then you'll be able to come up Harrison Avenue there.
I think Mr. Stanger from A&R Sales was here and asked about the project, and after Rocky explained it to him, he was fine with it, as long as they could still access.
Who owns the ice machine there?
I'm not real sure
I'm
who's.
not either, yeah.
Who owns
I
that.
think he leases it to whoever owns it, I think.
They can still access that too.
Yeah, everything will be accessible. You'll just have to go down and come back up.
And this won't be until spring or summer of next year, correct?
Well, I guess.
Might be kind of smart so people don't try to fly down those accessing and going around. Might keep
Well,
speeders
I
out
think
of the way.
it'd be a traffic snarl too, to try to get people out of there. It's gonna be bad anyway.
Well,
Right.
they have
And
three
I-
lights instead of one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I use that all the time, so it's gonna inconvenience me as much as anybody in this town.
Yeah.
Anybody got any questions? Anybody wanna make a motion?
Make that motion.
Rick made a motion to approve the road closures.
I'll second.
Becky seconded, all in favor. Do you still have that email the lady sent me about the project?
Yeah, I printed it. Hey, you want that?
Well, I want you
Oh.
to put it on our Facebook page, take out where she talked to me and.
Oh, okay.
Put the rest of it up.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
St. Michael's Street closure request.
St. Michael's is having a church picnic, September 21st, and they would like to close High Street, from 10:30 to 4 p.m. on that date, Saturday. I think that's a Sunday, sorry, Sunday, September 21st.
Is that the one that comes up off of Fourth there?
Off of
Goes
what?
up the hill?
Yeah.
252?
Yeah.
That's High Street right there, right?
No, if you come down First Street and turn left up the hill.
Up, it's on the other
They-
side.
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
I motion to close, to allow to close it.
Becky made a motion to allow the closure.
Rocky, you okay with that too? Okay.
Rick seconded, all in favor. ADA section 504 left. That was sent to us today. Go ahead.
Actually, I forget what that 504 letter said. It's been several weeks since I read that.
I think it's announcing that the draft will be available basically for inspection
Okay,
for the next couple weeks. Do you want to read the letter? I don't, or do you want a copy of it to read? You want to read this?
You have a better voice than I do.
Do I need to read this?
No, you don't have to. You don't want to.
Paraphrase.
out loud.
I would,
Wow.
quickly.
Pursuant to Title II of the Americans with Disabilities Act as amended, ADA of 1990, 42 USC subsection 12101. Wow. And section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973 as amended, section 504. And implementing regulations found in 28 CFR 35 and 49 CFR 27, the town of Brookville does not discriminate against qualified individuals with disabilities in its policies or in the admission of, access to, treatment of, or employment in its programs, services, or activities. Upon request, the town of Brookville will use its best efforts to provide appropriate auxiliary aids and services to facilitate effective communications for qualified persons with disabilities so that they have an equal opportunity to obtain the same result, to gain the same benefit, or to reach the same level of achievement as provided to others. These efforts may include providing qualified sign language interpreters, Braille documents, and other products and services to make communications accessible to individuals with speech, hearing, and vision impairments. Upon request, the town of Brookville will make reasonable modifications to policies and programs to ensure that qualified individuals with disabilities have an equal opportunity to enjoy its programs and activities. The town of Brookville is not required to take any action that would fundamentally alter the nature of its programs or services or impose an undue financial or administrative burden. Town of Brookville will not place a surcharge on qualified individuals with disabilities to cover the cost of providing auxiliary aids, services, or reasonable modifications of policies. Inquiries or complaints regarding Section 504 or the ADA should be directed to me, Tim Ripperger, Title VI Coordinator, 50405 East 7th Street, Brookville, Indiana, 47012. Phone number 765-647-2906. And email address is utilitiesuper@brookville.in.gov. The town of Brookville will investigate all complaints in accordance with the Brookville's Title VI compliant process, which is also used for ADA compliant complaints, and promptly take any remedial action deemed necessary to provide for an equitable resolution to overcome the effects of substantiated violation.
Now, if I read it correctly, if we did everything that was recommended, it'd be about $1.2 million.
I didn't add that up.
Well, it was in something.
Yes, it's in the ADA plan, but those are just the things that we need to work on. It's nothing that we absolutely have to
Yeah,
get done.
yeah.
It's just it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
And that's why, I guess, yes, signing this, we just open up and say that, we are attempting to remedy everything, and we'll do everything within our power to make anything accessible to any individuals that need help in this area. So, yeah, after tonight, it would be opened up for 2 weeks until the next meeting. If anyone has any questions about this, ADA plan or comments about it or anything, they can make those comments at that time and we'll address them at the next meeting.
Okay.
And then, we can accept it or deny it.
And
Depending on-
it'll be here.
Yes.
Yes.
For public hearing, yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. Any questions, comments?
Kind of have to do this, don't we?
It's
Yeah.
a required plan.
Yes.
So it really isn't.
Do I have a motion for me to sign this
I
notice?
make that motion for you to sign it.
Becky made a motion for me to sign this. Second. Rick seconded, all in favor.
Will the HWC engineer be here next time, Tim? Do you know?
Not sure.
Okay.
I will get a hold of Katie Adams to find out for the,
Next
I
week.
can call her tomorrow.
Okay.
Rocky, you're up again. Concrete estimate for hole number 12 and hole number 18.
Yes, I don't have the,
Oh, here, you want this?
yeah. I got three people, actually four, I called. One I have not heard back from. And
We only have to contact 3, correct?
Yeah, but put on the record who all you contacted, even the one that you didn't hear back from.
okay. I still haven't heard back from him yet, yeah, would be O'Mara or Rowe. But and then the one gentleman, at the time, we didn't know about the extension for the pump house, so I didn't get him called back on that one. But on the covering the pipe up right next to hole 12 there.
Yeah.
He was requesting we take our equipment up, get everything ready for him, then he can just come in and, well, it's just not, to me, it's not fair to the other two
Yeah,
bidders.
because they're using their own equipment.
Right. So, but, we had Graphs turn in a bid, for 4,000 on the pump house and 3,500 for covering the 3 drains plus the irrigation line. And then Richie Schmid Concrete. His for the slab. Because he actually did it here 2 different ways. Okay, yeah, his for the well house was 42.25. Or 42.25. And then the slab covering the irrigation line and the 4 drains was 51.95. So grass was cheaper.
Okay.
And then the bid from M&R Landscaping on just the irrigation line area there, he was 6,000 with us doing the work.
Okay.
Or the excavating part of it, so.
Any questions? Do I have a motion?
Do we have to pick which one? Is that what we need to do, is pick which one?
Your-
Who would you
Your
go?
recommendation for the low bidder to,
My recommendation, because of price, would go with Kraft.
I make the motion to go with Kraft.
Do I have a second?
I second that.
All in favor? Wholesale sewer treatment agreement.
I'd like to table that until after the commissioners meeting, probably our next meeting. Because they got some things going on with what they're gonna do, what they're not gonna do, what they wanna do. And in my opinion, it would be best if we wait to see what they're gonna do.
And the commissioners meet tomorrow morning.
And the commissioners meet tomorrow morning. So it would be our next scheduled meeting.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there any discussion?
and I'll just say from the town standpoint, from legal and Tim's review, I think on Tim's maybe probably 10th time he's read through that thing. There were a couple other things that we found that we asked them to change, and they did change those without issue. From a legal standpoint, a utility standpoint, on our end, I think we're good, but yeah, it's my understanding there's a lot for the county to figure out yet.
So is that a motion?
That's a motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor of tabling this? Building permit for John Heiss.
This building permit is for a sign that John wants to hang in front of his new location, and there's no issues with the sign. I think he has a COA in place, so, and I've reviewed the building permit, so everything looks good.
Is this on Main Street?
Yes,
Did they get it approved by the?
Yes.
HPC, or you give it approval.
yes, it's, you know where Chuck Westman used to have the State Farm office years ago, that's where it's at now, so.
Any questions?
No, I motion to give him the building permit.
Second,
I second that.
all in favor? Do we want to do the other building permit while we're
Oh, sure.
doing
He's
the?
waiting, sorry. Waiting patiently.
You're back at it, Tim. This is a building permit for Jeffrey Tincher.
Okay, yes,
We don't want to make him wait all night.
I was gonna try to get him up here earlier, but I've reviewed Jeff's permit and everything, the setbacks, everything are okay on this permit, so there's no issues at all with it, so.
I motion to approve his permit.
Becky made a motion to approve.
Which permit was that?
Jeff Tinker.
Jeff Tincher.
It's
That
down.
was for,
Storage building? Yeah. Number 9.
I second it.
All in favor? Thank you for attending.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You want to pick up your copies
I'll just stop, I guess.
tomorrow? Okay,
Well, sometime.
okay,
Yeah, I'll just, stop by
okay, sounds great.
sometime this week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Street Department internal new hire.
I had, Dave Holman from the golf course inquire about the job. He did help us out last year, towards the end of the year there before, we hired Joey. And he done real well, fit in. I'd like to hire him.
Any discussion? Any
You're
questions?
happy with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I motion that we allow Rocky to hire him.
Is there a second?
Yeah, I second.
Rick, Becky made the motion, Rick seconded it, all in favor?
The only thing is since he was part-time at the golf course, he's had a, vacation scheduled in January. And he wanted to know if that would be an issue, because if by the time January comes, we may, who knows, plow snow, whatnot, he may have comp time to be able to use, but if he doesn't, would that be a problem for him to take unpaid?
It'd just be not paid, but it's up to you guys whether.
I don't know.
That's your manager.
It's already scheduled.
Right, that's,
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can get by without it, we're fine.
okay. Thank you.
Yep. Hopefully there'll be no blizzards in January next year.
Something. About all this weather and all information.
Ordinance amending Dora boundary, chapter 112.
Yeah, the E-Now Church did provide Christine with the letter of no objection to the Dora. So currently, the map, the Dora district goes down Fifth Street all the way to Main and then up from there. With the E-Now Church indicating that they have no objection, that would allow us to come down Fifth to Church and then up Church to Sixth and then down to Main, and that would bring in Nixie's and La Calaca. I reached out to Alcohol and Tobacco Commission. They said if the ordinance is amended and the map is amended, to just send it to them, and they would do that. We are waiting for the signed forms from Nixie's and La Calaca, but if you are agreeable to amending the boundary, the ordinance, and the map, then I think you could approve those to be executed by John once they're received back by the town.
Any questions?
Now, does that require us to put more signs up?
It would need, so I assume have signs right
Yes,
now
we
at
do.
Fifth Street. So are there signs at Fifth and Main right now saying you're entering or leaving?
I'm trying to think, because they're kind of all over the way that
Right.
it was. There should be, I think the only one that didn't make it up would have been Fifth and Main would have been the one because of state approval. Someone said that they would get the permit for us to put the sign up through the state. I don't think it happened. So we could just move that one.
Yeah, so we'll just
Down.
need to make sure Rocky sees the updated map and.
Yeah, but all the other ones are up except for that. I believe that was the only one that didn't make it because of the permit from the state allowing us to put another sign on state right away.
We gotta waive the rules?
Yeah, so this
Suspend
would
the
be, what's our number, Gina? Is it on there? 2025-15 ordinance amending chapter 112 of the Code of Ordinances. And all that would be amended would be section 112.04, which is the description of the boundary. and 112.09, we would be adding Nixies and La Calaca to that section. But yes, you would need to suspend the rules if you wanted to move forward with this tonight.
Anybody got a motion to suspend rules?
I motion to suspend the rules.
Becky made a motion to suspend rules.
I second that.
Rick seconded, all in favor?
Looks like my signature page says 2024 also instead of 2025, so.
Ordinance-
Apologies.
You didn't catch that.
I know. I didn't catch it.
John, you're the editor.
Yeah. Anyone want to talk about this ordinance or have a motion to approve the ordinance?
I make the motion to approve the ordinance.
Becky made a motion to approve.
I second that.
Rick seconded, all in favor?
And so yes, with the designated permittee forms, I'll send those in also. I filled them out as much as I could. I was able to pull their permits on the state's website. I filled them out as much as they could, but they just needed a little additional information and to be signed by a representative from the Nixies and La Calaca. But if you're comfortable, I would say it would be fine to go ahead and approve those designated permittee forms for John's signature once they're returned.
So we need to approve that tonight.
You can, yeah, and that keeps things moving forward.
Chicken comes before our next meeting, doesn't it?
I thought. Chicken Fest, you mean?
Yeah.
In approval local, they still get sent to the state, so they're gonna have
Okay.
to wait for the state to give them
Okay,
authorization.
right.
But if you wanna go ahead and do them on our end tonight, then I'll send everything to that guy at the state.
Okay. Anybody got any questions or?
Did you say you gave those to Christine to get signatures,
No, I
Gina?
dropped them off to the businesses that.
Okay.
Yes, it is the 13th of September.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I pay attention every now and then. If you don't have any questions, a motion to approve the letters.
The designated permittee forms.
Yes.
I make that motion.
Rick made the motion,
And I'll second.
Becky seconded, all in favor?
Thanks.
You're falling behind there. Resignation letter. Please accept this letter as formal notification of my resignation from my position as police officer with Brookville Police Department effective August 22nd, 2025, and it's signed by Nathan Brooks.
Make that motion, we accept it.
Okay, Rick made a motion to accept it.
I'll second.
Becky seconded, all in favor? Let's utility easements.
You have those?
I don't have them. I didn't print them off and bring them
Okay.
with me.
Do you need them?
I don't personally.
Oh, okay.
They'll need to, yeah. But this is easements for the new construction. Let's the EMS company, right?
It's new easements for their sewer main lateral and for the water lateral to come in, which we will have to tap the main and install the line and the meter pit up to their property, which I've already explained all this to them, but I've looked at the easements and I can't, I'm not an expert on it, but I can't see anything that sticks out, that's,
And it's also for Duke, isn't it?
Yeah, there was one for Duke also, yes.
yes.
Do you have any problems with this?
No.
Andy, you looked at it and everything. Anybody got any questions? Anybody want to make a motion?
Make a motion.
Becky made a motion to approve this.
Second.
Rick seconded, all in favor?
Did you get that other one? There's another one behind.
Oh, there's no.
Yeah, they're separated, I think, the Duke one
Okay.
and then,
Well, I don't notice everything is. All right. Ordinance adopting allowable cost policy for spending federal funds.
So we just completed a federal audit of our federal grant funds that we had received since it exceeded over $1 million. One of the comments from State Board of Accounts is that we needed to adopt an allowable cost policy in order to spend those federal funds. So I've got a sample ordinance from another community that they had used, referencing those regulations are the federal requirements. Andy, did you have anything to add to this?
No, I just, I read through it and I formatted it just so it would fit into our code of ordinances. I think it's best to have something like this easily found, you know, for later people that may come after us, so. And as I said to Gina, it's best to do what State Board of Accounts says you're supposed to do.
Any questions about this? Do I have a motion to suspend the rules?
Make the motion to suspend the rules.
Becky made a motion to suspend the rules.
Second.
Rick seconded, all in favor? Do I have a motion to pass ordinance number 2025-16? An ordinance adopting allowable cost policy for spending federal funds.
I make the motion to pass the ordinance 2025-16.
Becky made the motion to pass it.
Second.
Rick seconded, all in favor? Thanks. Baker Tilly scope of services for water rate study. Gina thought we were doing both at the same time. I didn't know we were supposed to do both at the same time when we talked to him about doing a waste sewer rate study for the town, Brookville Lake Regional Waste District and the county. So Gina says we always do a water rate study at the same time. And so she reached out to him and the amount is $12,500.
Is something we always do?
So Dwight, I think Tim and Dwight discussed it as well, and since I've been here, we did those simultaneously, and Tim and Dwight discussed it as well and said that's how they've done it in the past as well.
Okay.
And I was unaware of that when we talked to him.
Didn't we already approve?
So we did the sewer rate study and then the Brookville Lake Regional Waste Contract study for their rate, and then we also did the county wholesale rate. But we did
So
not,
this is an extra.
this is for
12,000.
water,
For what?
This is an extra 12,500.
For what?
for water, yep.
Because they didn't know to do water at the same time they were doing sewage. Tim.
So technically it's $5,000.
Read study.
Respective utility, yeah.
When this rate study came out, I just automatically assumed it was water and sewer also because that's the way it's always been done. We've always done a rate study for both water and sewer. And I didn't catch it, so.
I've done this all my life. I claim ignorance on it. But
Well, I claim I didn't see it, so that was my fault. My fault.
anybody want
But anytime you're looking at rates, I think it's smart to do both at the same time because you don't want to raise them this time and then another time for.
Now, is that for the town too?
it's
I mean,
just
This
that-
is
just
this
the
the
town.
town.
Yes,
I mean, this doesn't affect
not Brookville Lake Regional Waste or the county rate. Those
Yeah.
are two separate,
Yeah.
those are wholesale
Yeah,
contracts.
those people have their own water. It's just us.
Well, we have to do it, so I motion to pass it.
Becky made a motion to pass. Rick seconded, all in favor. And I apologize again for ignorance. My dad warned me.
Mine didn't.
Okay, 2026 proposed budget.
So we had drafted the budget based off of our initial discussions with the department heads. And then last Thursday, we had our budget working meeting discussion. I took those suggestions from that meeting and then redid the Form 1. I think I sent you the final
Mhm.
the other day, Friday, I should say. There were a few different changes I had made, but for the most part, we kept what we had discussed at the meeting. There was one item I thought of today that I didn't think of then, was adding the wheel tax revenue and then appropriating some funds. Since we will receive funds next year, I assume we needed to maybe add it preemptively.
We don't really know how much we're gonna receive. We got an idea.
We got an
but-
idea.
But
So originally, the auditor's office quoted someone at the meeting, a council member at the meeting stated we would get 70-some thousand dollars. So I put in a low baller revenue of 50, you
and
know.
this is restricted to roads and streets.
Right.
All right.
So I went ahead and added that to advertise for the budget. So that was the only other change that I had made today.
Do we have to say what we want to spend it on, or do we wait? until-
No, I just put infrastructure, because basically that's all we're gonna be able to spend it on.
Okay.
I think you can also use it for your community crossings matching funds.
Mhm.
Any kind of road projects that we do. But it's limited to just infrastructure, basically.
All right.
So with that, if you guys were okay with the proposed budget to advertise, I would just ask, for a motion to advertise as presented.
Anybody got any questions?
Nope, I make that motion to advertise.
Becky made the motion to advertise.
Second.
Rick seconded, all in favor.
So when will we have another meeting on that?
So we would, I have to advertise in Gateway, and then that gives the public a chance to review it, and then we'll have a public hearing on the 15th.
But nothing will change from what we've got.
When you're ready to adopt it, you can always adopt lower, but you can't adopt higher.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So what we've got, we advertise as is, but you can always reduce if you choose to later.
Anything on the?
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything else? Andy, do you have anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Did I see somewhere on the agenda, it's not there no more, about the support letter for?
Yeah, this is again on me. I want to send the letter I write in support to Dr. Yardian before we approve it.
Ultimately, the state has to approve
Yes.
anything, correct?
So basically what he's asking for is a support letter to submit to the state with his application.
Yeah.
From the town.
The only concern I have, I don't know how everybody else feels, is you got cars coming up that hill, you got traffic coming from St. Michael's, and that easement will be right there. Does anybody else see that?
I was on a walking tour of downtown last week, and a local resident, we were talking about it, and she said, I always go over the curb anyway, because I think that that's where the entrance is. So, we don't have parking meters there anymore or anything. I've always worried about Third Street, the St. Michael's people coming out on top of the hill.
Exactly, well,
Well,
that's my concern, they come out, turn right, all of a sudden somebody's waiting to get in the parking lot, and you got cars coming up the
Yeah.
hill.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, I think the state will
maybe
take a look
eventually
at that.
putting well, yeah, ultimately, I I guess they would do their own study there. Maybe put a sign up there, blind driveway or something.
Yes.
Um, just comment on this. Is he just asking for an entrance there?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. That was different. Before he wanted an exit and an entrance, and that's why I think he was denied by the state, by NDOT.
Okay.
Because he wanted to do an entrance and exit out of that, and they said no. My understanding is just gonna be an entrance only, and they'll have to
Okay.
exit through the alley.
Okay.
So I don't know if that'll make a difference with NDOT or not, but they were concerned about the close proximity to the top of the hill is what
Yeah.
NDOT was concerned about.
Okay.
So,
Well, I'm glad I knew that now because I'd written the wrong letter. Anything else?
something else I noticed, I was reviewing my camera, our next meeting, when we okay the ADA plan and everything, I'm gonna be on vacation. I'm not gonna be here, but I will try to see if Katie Adams will be here. If there's any questions about this or anything, I'll call her tomorrow, but I didn't realize that till a few minutes ago that I would not be here for that meeting, so.
Okay. Rocky, anything else?
We did start the repairs on hole 12 today, on the back side of the green. And everything's going good.
Good,
Hopefully finish it up tomorrow.
good deal. You guys got anything? Do I have a motion?
Motion to adjourn the meeting.
Becky made a motion to adjourn. Second. Rick seconded. All in favor?